Hey there folks, and welcome back to the I Am CDB project. I, of course, am your host CDB, you're not, and today we're going to use the leaf razor on the dome here. We used it in the regular face shaving video, and if you did not see that, go check it out, because this is a unique razor, and I'll show it to you in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and lather up. Well, let's go ahead and show it to you. This is the razor. Again, it uses traditional DE blades that are snapped in half. More information on that on the face shaving video. Go check it out if you have not. But let's go ahead and get lathered up and try this rascal on the dome. Typically, I do not like DE razors on the dome because of all the curves. Carts just do better, both because they pivot and just something about the way the blades are relative to your head, and it just works differently. I have a feeling I might appreciate this one because I really liked it on the face. So we're going to see how it holds up. But I did like it a lot for face shaving. It is, I think it will be available in the very near future in leaf. So go check it out if you're interested. And we're going to see how it goes on the dome here today. So let's give it a go. It feels pretty good. It's got 3 half DE blades in it, is what it's using there, if you're curious. And I really liked the pivot action during my face shave. And so I thought, I don't normally care that much about DEs for shaving my head, just because of the, the orientation of the blade and all that, but that feels pretty good. I might be a fan of this leaf razor for head shaving. This might be a good way for me to shave the head in a traditional style. Of course, and when I say traditional, I mean, the method, but it's using, traditional blades, at least. The razor is modern, but using traditional blades, which is nice. And it's doing a good job thus far. Will it equal the cart? I don't know, but it's worth trying. I suspect I might have to do some cleanup, but I must tell you, it feels a little more comfortable to use than DEs for me. Now, some people do it, they use DEs every day on the dome, and they really like them, and they're highly successful with them. They just don't do as well for me as the carts, but I am liking this one. The pivot, I think, helps. It's not a gimmick, the pivot would be my ruling on pivots. As I said in my face shaving video a few years ago, I would have said something entirely different. I would have said, pivots you don't need it because your joints allow you to pivot, and so what do you need pivot for? But it does make it a little easier. So let's see how we're doing. Pretty good. I'm not as familiar with this razor, so I'm sure I'm, missing some spots, but I must say it feels a little more comfortable than than using the regular DE razor, which is what I wanted to find out. It does take some time to get used to any sort of razor, so I imagine I'll have some, cleaning up to do. But that was pretty good. I'd say it's certainly more comfortable for me than a standard double-edged razor. So on that front, I'll say good job. The pivot, again, felt really nice, helpful, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll see how this next pass goes, and then I'll do a little cleanup perhaps with the Defender, because I'm far more proficient with that. I just can't get as close, without really becoming familiar with the razor. But this guy's doing a good job, so surprisingly good, and very smooth, not threatening, and that is good for me. I'm not looking to mangle myself, just trying to get a BBS shave. I just want it to be smooth, comfortable, clean, no irritation, hopefully no cut sweepers, creepers, and all that kind of stuff. And this did an excellent job with the face, and I think it's doing a pretty good job for the dome as well. There we go. sail along. Again, 3 half double-edged blades in here is what it is using, if you are curious. I'm sure I've mentioned that before, but bears repeating. Interesting. Feels pretty good. I think I'm going to have to do some touching up, but I would say that, at least for me, it feels more natural to me since I'm a cart user on the head. Just feels, feels pretty good. And so I've had positive impression. I have a positive impression of this razor thus far. Very nice. Feels good. I will do some cleaning up, but see, here's a streak I missed, and I can tell I missed it going that way. So not bad. Need a little more work in through there, but not bad. Not as good as my cart, which I'm far more proficient with. But I have to say, I think if I use this on a daily basis, I could become proficient with it. So far, again, even with the head shape, favorable impression. I am going to do clean up here, but impression is definitely favorable thus far. Let's grab the Defender and get this cleaned up a little bit, just to get any spots I might have missed. Yeah, there we go. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. The weather, we've had favorable weather this weekend, so I cannot complain about that. It is, I think, supposed to be up in the 60s today, and I'll take that all day long in December. I mean, that's unseasonably warm, to say the least, for this time of year. And as someone who prefers, to be a little warmer, I'll take it. I don't know if it's going to hang around for any amount of time. I would suspect it will not. By the way, I finally got around to answering a lot of the emails I'd gotten. Thank you for those emails. I've been very busy the last few weeks, so hadn't had time to get to them, but I have gotten to them. If I hadn't got to yours, I've missed it, or it's in spam or whatever, so forgive me. But if you have something important to say or ask, feel free to shoot me an email at cdb@imcdb.com, and I'll get back to you when I can. I have to say, pretty nice shaver, the Leaf razor. Of course, I'm doing some cleanup here, but it would be the same if I was using a DE. I'm not familiar with it enough to be incredibly proficient at this point, but it was smooth. It was nice. It did not leave me mangled, and that's always a good sign for a first shave on the head, because I got to tell you folks, shaving the dome is a little bit more difficult than shaving your face. It's a lot more round. There's a lot more things to, a lot more surface area additionally. So if you're a head shaver, of course, you know what I'm talking about. But very nice. Let's see how we did. Okay, that is good. I won't go to the trouble of doing a post. I'll save you guys some time. But Leaf Razor did a good job. I did some cleanup with the cart, had to, but I think I could be fairly proficient with this. Keep your eyes on the channel over the next couple weeks, and we'll continue to show you this razor and use it. For first impressions, positive on that. Of course, we use Katie's Bubbles 2 to Mango. Excellent stuff. We'll use our Thayers and our Pinaud Citrus Musk to finish it after I take a shower. So thank everybody for joining me once again. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB. You are not. God bless.